was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
You got me right. Don't be scared of it. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
They look to throw. It's locked. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Sack.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Locke working out of the gun. Hard throw, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
For the Broncos.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This will be taken at the 10. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
3-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defense.
And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On the tackle.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Locke. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Shotgun snap to Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Jerry Judy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throw left side, complete. It's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play fake, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 now the game. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Raiders 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From midfield, here's Locke. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 46 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And now it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Complete.
Marquise Goodwin, 77 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Right there. 54
On play action, Locke. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Oh, a nice spin. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at
It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 right there. 54. Bravo. 54, Mike. Bring it. Mike, 54.
From the gun, Lock. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Lock going to try and throw on 3rd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, let's get second. He's checking, he's checking.
And he'll be out of bounds. KJ Hamler, the intended receiver.
Well, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting the... And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. A gain there of 21 yards. Mariota now to throw on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this throw will be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
By the Raiders.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Dancing to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And all the way down to the 42. Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Locke. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Offense set to get this drive started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now.
Yeah.
Because
you got to feel it.
And he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll look to run with Taylor, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Raiders 14. McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
Play action now. Mariota. In comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
At their own 38-yard.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on second and 8.
Mike 54. Mike 54. All you get is Mike 64. Weak. Sponge. No. Flare. Let's go.
Operating from the gun. Lock. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Block now to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And McManus able to put it through, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Mariota. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mariota. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Mariota again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
A quick throw outside by Locke. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Brought down. They call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the play. 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They run with Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Locke. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down short of the 1st, right around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
6-man.
And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos add on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Broncos 45. Raiders.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Time to go to work. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that is incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine cornerback there to make the play defensively.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
It's a pickup of 3.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by McManus is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. That one good for 26 and a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, down at the 33. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To the air again, Mariota. Caught left side, Williams. Stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't ultimately free him. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, it's Mariota. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Jonathan Taylor.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Taylor. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Play action. Now it's Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Today's final score.
A big offensive